Hello and welcome to the latest video podcast on Organisational Direction. This podcast will help you examine your organisation's strategy, looking specifically at the mission statement, vision statement and also organisational objectives. Strategy is a key to the success of all businesses. Without a clear strategy that is understood by all, organisations can often struggle. When thinking about strategy, there can be seen to be three different types of design lenses. The first one is design lens. This is the idea that strategy is formulated from top to bottom management. Careful consideration and planning is taken to all routes, so it's a rational approach. The idea here is that management, senior management and directors will make decisions that influence and affect all within the organisation. This information is then passed down and fed to the employees to which to act on. The second type of lens is the experience lens. Now, the experience lens is the idea that experiences from people within the organisation build in to give the strategy. So this is the idea where staff are invited to give their expertise or their experience on an idea, and management will take these on board and look to improve the strategy from there. Often difficult in some organisations, as management are keen to keep control of most decisions. However, there is some organisations that very much ask for staff feedback and input in order that strategy can be formulated and improved. The final lens of strategy is that of the ideas lens, and this is the idea where strategy is formulated from nothing basically. So we're looking at the idea that strategy is formed just by doing. For example, there is no set strategy in place at the moment, but by doing something regularly it kind of emerges. So this could be something to do with processes or systems. It could even be something to do with a marketing plan. Often big PR organisations don't necessarily have a plan for their new product. What happens is they'll have this emergent approach where they sit and they try and work through the idea. Okay, so that is the three different lenses to strategy. Moving on now, looking a little more closely at the mission statement of an organisation. The mission statement is all about what the organisation does now and how. For example, it should include things such as staff, customers, competitors, and it should give a very good overview of what is happening within the organisation. Now, the mission statement is all about what the organisation does now, and it should give a clear message to all those that read it of what the organisation does. The vision statement is the next statement that an organisation should have, and this one tends to be motivational, inspirational, something that its people and customers can buy into. So, for example, a motivational vision statement was that of John F. Kennedy when he asked the people of America to buy into his vision of getting a man to land on the moon before the decade was out. Obviously, as we all know, that did happen, and that was something that was very motivational and ultimately achievable, and that is the key point with a vision statement. It needs to be motivational, inspirational without being unrealistic. Finally, looking at the organisation's objectives and how they are plotted, the objectives are all about how the organisation gets from the mission statement to the vision statement. So you could look at the objectives as the steps to achieve the vision statement. Now, in order for objectives to be useful, they need to be SMART. This means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely. Without these 5 factors, it is very difficult for objectives to be achieved. Often some organisations have very good objectives that are specific, that potentially could be measurable, but without the time factor, it makes them very difficult to be achievable, as the members of the organisation have nothing to compare against. So to recap, it's important that an organisation has a strategy. Often this comes in the shape of strategic plan. Within that plan there should be a mission statement, where the organisation is now, a vision statement, where they would like to get to, and objectives, how we get there. This is often involved in the approaches and the different lens that the organisations use to meet the strategy. So thanks for listening. See you next time.